Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Yeah.
I've got a little reward here for you.
Stragas, I don't want no sneakers. I moved up. I want some better than sneakers. I want like freaking jumpsuit with some bling medallions on it and my name embroidered on the back with shiny letters. Yeah. Maybe I'll get that on the next rank.
Drinks are on me someday.
It looks like the fog's just as thick out on the highway as it is in town. It does go a long way towards keeping the temperature down, but it certainly doesn't help the visibility. True, even we locals lose our sense of direction out on the highway sometimes. But ever since they built the railway through here, there haven't been nearly as many people traveling this road. We'll need to pay extra attention to our surroundings to make sure that we don't become lost. That would be wise, and don't forget, there's no telling when some beast may try to jump out at us. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! That must be the monster we were sent out here to defeat. It looks like it matches the description, but it's hard to tell with all this mist. Ooh, it looks really strong. But we've got Lammy on our side, so this should be a piece of cake. Again, Lammy sucks. I wouldn't be so sure. Visibility is quite poor here. We can't take anything for granted. I agree. We should be thoroughly prepared before engaging it. Right. Fucking stupid is what it is.
Leave it to me. Arcus, activate.
Okay. Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I've got it.
Is it weak against anything? No, not really.
Yeah. My turn. You're mine. Ha.
Right. Hey!
Leave it to me.
Yeah. Oh, Moon, shield us from harm. Crescent shell.
Take this. My turn.
My turn. Hey! Now!
Here. Huh.
Behold the might of the Arcade School! Radiant Blademaster! Evil will fall before my blade.
Stupid monsters. No one likes you, monsters. When are you gonna learn? We have entire video games built around nothing but killing you. Have you ever heard of Monster Hunter? There's a whole series of them. No one likes monsters. Okay? To go away. And that's not bullying, that's just being honest.
Nice.
I'm awesome.
Well, that takes care of that. Heh, not bad for your first monster extermination. I guess we shouldn't have expected any less. The tough part was actually getting to the monster this time, though. True, the mist doesn't make for the smoothest of navigation. If the air were a bit clearer today, we might have been able to explore a few other routes along through the area. But for now, we'd be wise to return to the Gram and give a report. Yeah, let's head back to town. Ooh, looks like it's almost evening already. The sunset sky makes for a very picturesque view, don't you think? It seems that the mist has cleared somewhat too. I would venture a guess that tomorrow will be a clear sunny day. Anyway, let's finish up. We finished up all the main tasks that we had for the day, so we should probably head back to the guild now. I'm sure Tobal is curious how we fared out there. Sounds like a plan to me.
We're back.
Today was so much fun!
Why do they have two lines and not Tobal's? Oh hey, welcome back.
Seems my timing could hardly have been better.
Huh? Father? When did you get back? When only Klaus came to greet us, I assumed I wouldn't be seeing you while I was in the Gram.
Fortunately, I was able to take some time away from my engagements to see you and your class. And while I was in town, I also had some business to attend to with the guild, which is what brings me here. It does my heart good to see you again, Laura. It seems you've grown since I last saw you.
Father, please don't treat me like a child. But it's good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
So that's the Radiant Blademaster and my future father-in-law. Laura's dad seems so cool. She sounds so embarrassed, but I've rarely seen her so happy.
Ah, these must be your friends.
Right. These are my classmates from Class 7 and my partners in this field study.
Then let me welcome you to Le Gram. I'm Viscount Arcade, the ruling lord here.
Yes! It is Viscount. Yes! I knew it. I'm awesome.
My daughter has told me all about you in her letters. So it's a pleasure to finally be able to put faces to the names.
Afterward, Reen and the others returned to the Viscount's mansion. But before they left, they reported their successful monster extermination excursion to Tobal. This is delicious. Oh, careful, Milliam. You're going to drip sauce all over the table. Wow, so this is real Le Gram cuisine. I think I like everything on the table. You can say that again. This fatty meat has me thinking past seconds and all the way to thirds. Huh, that's roast wild boar. It's been a staple in many local dishes for generations. Is something troubling you, son of the House of Albrea? You seem to have brought your worries to the table tonight, but not your appetite. Well, it's just that I know my family has been causing you a lot of trouble. Eustace. Is he... Oh, that? Just minor disagreements. You probably know it all too well. Conflicts over taxes among the nobility are as sure as the rising of the sun. It's nothing to be so concerned about. Thank you for your kind words. But come, tell me of your day. I hear you fought Klaus this afternoon? And emerged victorious at that. We did, though I did feel like he was holding back against us. Nonsense, my lady. You and your classmates fought with the boldness of young lions. I look forward to seeing you soar to even greater heights. Marvelous. I did have my hopes that you might choose to attend that girls' school in the capital, but you seem to have made some excellent friends at Thor's, so perhaps this is how things were meant to be. I feel the same. Laura. Reen, was it? I'm curious. I can sense fear in your swordsmanship, a certain hesitation. How can you sense that? I haven't even... Is it the way I'm holding my butter knife? I'm afraid to hurt this roast pig with my butter knife, and I hope the Viscount doesn't recognize it. What? Father? The sword hermit, Yoon Kapai. In addition to being your master and the founder of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School, he's also a personal acquaintance of mine. In fact, I've requested a duel with him on numerous occasions. I see. If you'll forgive me for asking, who was the victor? The victor has yet to be decided. Pitting our respective philosophies against one another is such an engaging experience, we always lose track of time. To think there's a swordsman out there capable of fighting on equal terms with you. The world truly is a vast place. I can hardly imagine what a duel like that would be like. But getting back to what I was saying, the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School draws its influence from elements of several other Eastern schools of swordsmanship. The style's philosophy has such depth, it's not difficult to see why one who masters it is known as a divine blade. But there's something about you, Reen, something that terrifies you so much that its mere shadow pins you in place. How did you gather all that from the way I ate my roast pig? He's almost certainly referring to... I've occasionally gotten that impression myself. So, this is the burden Reen carries. Indeed, it seems like whatever happened in the old schoolhouse last month had something to do with it, but... You have me at a loss. I never would have imagined you'd be able to tell so much about me so easily by watching how I eat my pig! But thanks to that, I've made up my mind. What? I'm going to have seconds on the pork chop, thank you very much. Oh? My lord, I ask of you as the Radiant Blademaster, would you grant me the honor of a duel?
Wow, this is mega cool! He's really gonna duel the Radiant Blademaster! But is he really strong enough to beat him?
He doesn't stand a chance. Receiving instruction from him would be one thing, but to duel a master like Viscount Arcade...
Looks like the odds aren't in his favor then.
Reen, please reconsider. You too, Father. Stop this nonsense.
Please, Laura, stay out of this.
This duel is between Reen and myself. Stand aside. Are you certain this is what you want?
I am. It's an honor to have the opportunity to test my mettle against the renowned Radiant Blademaster. Thank you for accepting.
I admire your spirit. Now, show me what a swordsman of the 8 Leaves is capable of.
What the?
Whoa! Amazing!
He can wield such a massive blade so deftly with just one hand?
Unbelievable.
That's Galan Charles, a great sword that's been passed down in the Arsaid family for generations. It was once wielded by the ancestor of our house, the second in command of the Eisenritter.
I can sense incredible power within him. He may be even stronger than my master, which means that against him... Reen Schwarzer of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School, beginner rank. I stand ready.
Victor S. Arsaid, master and successor of the Arsaid School. Ready. Begin! Now, show me what you're capable of.
This.
Here we go!
I'm a beginner rank. This is stupid.
My turn!
I did 0 damage.
Won't give up. I'm sorry, everyone.
Ouch!
This is why I tried to stop them.
I could barely even see what happened.
It's not like Reen is weak.
It's more that his opponent's strength is so far beyond his.
What are you doing? This duel is not yet over. To your feet, at once.
Father?
I know you're capable of more than this. But if you are still too afraid to assert your true strength, then I have no choice but to force your hand. Now, show me.
He disappeared?
No.
Too slow.
Whoa!
This is...
Is this what Reen is afraid of?
Excellent. This is as it must be. This is the power that slumbers deep within you. As long as you continue to cower in the face of it, you'll remain forever at a standstill. I want to see your true potential.
Now. 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 Now.
So at least I can hit him
You will
now.
not escape!
Now. There! Now.
You will not escape!
Reen!
Reen! Wow! That duel was crazy!
Yeah. Though it all makes sense now. Why Reen asked the Viscount for a duel in the first place.
You fool. Were you shouldering such a burden alone all this time?
Are you all right, Reen?
Father, there was no need to go that far.
I'm fine. He held back. I admit defeat. I'm honored to have seen the Radiant Blademaster's signature technique.
Haha, I think you're finally starting to understand. What we call power is simply a measure of one's raw strength. Without knowing how to properly apply it, it has no real meaning. However, when you deny the power you already possess, you're only shortchanging yourself.
You're right. I feel like I finally get what my master was trying to teach me about the laws of nature. But I'm afraid understanding that is only going to make me even more uncertain.
Reen.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. Stand up, dust yourself off, and step forward. Grapple with that fear each day if that's what it takes. Uncertainty weighs on the hearts of all people, but it's far preferable to standing still.
The mist seems to have cleared. So, that's the Saint's castle. You can't come out right now. Someone might notice you.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. The Radiant Blademaster may be scarily perceptive, but I doubt he'll notice my little moonlit stroll.
Honestly.
Well, what do you think? I'm not sure how much we can count on the boy. It seems he's finally found what he needs to move past what's been holding him back. But I'm still not certain he's going to make it in time.
That's not for us to decide. Our role is to watch over and guide him, nothing more. I don't want you to do anything like that ever again.
Fine, fine. Setting that aside for now. I'm sure you've already sensed it, but there's definitely something inside that castle. That place is out of our jurisdiction, but I have a bad feeling about this one.
Me too. I suppose all we can do is point Laura toward it and hope she notices too.
Whoa. Wow, what a view. Looking at the lake is like gazing into a vast mirror. I suppose that wharf you can see in the distance must be over in the southern province. You can see the Saint's castle way more clearly today too. So, this is what the Gram looks like on a clear day. It almost seems like we're in a different town. Well, both bases of the town have a place in my heart. Hey, I'm sorry for all the fuss I caused yesterday. Reen, you really did. However, you did what you did out of necessity, correct? Yeah. Before yesterday, I'd never been able to recognize the truth behind my master's teachings. But crossing swords with your father, it was like I finally realized what he wanted me to understand all those years. I see. In that case, I won't criticize what you did. Laura, that's why I like you so much. You understand me on such a great level. And also your father-in-law, your dad, my future father-in-law. He's a pretty cool dude too, so the whole family dynamic is coming around nicely. I can understand that feeling, struggling forward even in the face of adversity. It seems like the winds have granted you their blessing. Still, Reen, I think you owe us an explanation. What was that power you displayed during the duel? I've never seen its like. It was so cool, like you suddenly turned into a whole different person. Almost like some kind of power that was locked up inside you came roaring out in one big flash. Yeah, I guess that's what it must seem like. There's some beast-like instinct sleeping inside me. And when I completely lose control of myself, it just swallows me up, transforms me somehow. I've known about it ever since I was a kid, and all my life I've lived in fear of it, of that other self. It seems a strange burden to bear. Something beast-like? I don't know, it seemed pretty cool. Besides, if it makes you even stronger, why not just be like that all the time? I wish it were that simple. Years ago, I first asked my master to teach me the way of the sword in order to suppress that power. I thought that if I could master the art of fighting, I could master the fear and quell those instincts. But that did nothing to solve the underlying problem, and eventually I ended up having my training discontinued. Pretty pathetic, huh? Oh, Reen. But you said that yesterday's duel helped you realize something, right? Right. I can deny it up and down, but doing that doesn't change the fact that it's in there, somewhere. And unless I can accept that, I won't be able to recognize or reconcile myself with the past, or really think about my future. I mean, that sounds so simple saying it now, but it took this long for me to realize it. Oh. Ah, I see. Trouble seems to seek you out, doesn't it? So, you intend to accept your lot and move forward, even though the way is anything but certain? That's actually rather inspiring. I hope you'll tell Group B what you've shared with us. I think they'd be really glad to hear it from you. Yeah, I think I will. I feel like everyone's been worried after what happened at the old schoolhouse last month. Hey, I heard the big news. You seriously dueled the Radiant Blademaster? Well, he was kind enough to give me the chance to test my skill against him. The gap between him and me is so wide that calling it a duel is being generous. Nah, don't sell yourself short. It takes some real guts to even think of trying to duel the Viscount. I know you battled Sarah, and her strength is pretty intense, but he's on a whole different level. I can see you didn't achieve beginner rank at the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School for nothing. You're surprisingly well informed. That's a bracer for you. Well, the guild has pretty close ties with the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School after all. Anyway, let me get you those tasks for today. There's another monster on the Ebel Highway, but we don't know what kind of monster it is. Don't let me down, Class 7. Get this taken care of ASAP. I would like to practice making an offering to Saint Sandlot. Would you be willing to help me gather the materials necessary to do so? If so, come see me at the Grand Chapel. Oh, I was expecting there to be more, I guess? I am rather curious about this monster extermination request. Didn't want to overload you since I'm planning on giving you an extra task this afternoon. It sounds like this will be your last full day in Legram, so I want to get the most out of you while I got you here. Anyway, get on out there and do what you do. Got it. No sense in waiting to get started then. Well, at least it shouldn't take long. Okay, let's roll on out.